Hi, welcome back to Introduction to Engineering Design. This is Module 7.4. We're in Part 2 of the assembly exercise. We're working on Subassembly 3. This is a T9 passenger section with the 2-block socket, the 1-block socket, and the T9 passenger base. Now you do have to look at this a little bit because you're going to see that you've got the 1-block socket goes in the front end of the passenger base, and I guess it doesn't really matter because it's symmetric, and the 2-block goes in the back end. So let's go ahead and do that. So again, my base item is going to be the first thing that I place into the model, and in this instance it is the passenger section. So I'm going to pick up my passenger section, not the passenger base, but the passenger section. Open that. Interesting, I guess I didn't do feature recognition on this. File, new assembly. Browse. Passenger section. All right. So I'm going to use my floating toolbar. I'm going to rotate this. So let me give it a flip around in the X direction to place it flat, and then in the Y direction to rotate it. Not real sure if there's a specific front or back, but I'm going to assume that that is correct. And click my check mark to place it at the origin. Insert the other components. My other two components are going to be a 1-block socket and a 2-block socket. So I'm going to browse, and I'm going to show you how I can select more than one item. So I'm going to go 1-block socket, holding down my control key right now. Select the 2-block socket, and now I want the passenger base. Now you'll notice all three of these open, and I drop them in one at a time. They sequentially drop in. So let's start out, and we're just going to use surfaces to mate all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in, and I know that this bottom edge right here, this bottom surface, I'm going to mate that face to the bottom face of the cutout. Now you'll notice that I can flip that alignment, but I want them facing each other, which would be anti-aligned. I'm now going to put the front of the passenger section onto the front. Oops, I've got that actually wrong, so this is a good experiment here. I can come back and delete that last selection. I want to actually orient it that way and accept that, and then I'm going to choose, let's choose the back side of this passenger base against this wall right here. And there my passenger base is fully defined and fully locked in. So let's go ahead and drop in our single plug. And the way we're going to do that is first let's mate up the face, get it to the proper depth in the cutout. You'll see that I want them to be aligned facing the same direction. So I flip that alignment. And in this instance, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this top edge and mate it to the top edge there. And similarly, this side face to the inside face. Now you'll see that plug is fully mated also, and I can't wiggle it around. Let me go ahead and view some planes. And I'm going to view the planes on this particular plug. And I also want to view the planes within my passenger section. So I'm going to select all of these planes and make them show. So this one I'll use planes to mate. So I'm going to choose the top plane and the front plane. Align that. I'm going to choose the right plane and the right plane. Align that. I'm going to choose the front face of the 2-block plug and the front face of the model body, and align that. Those are my mates. You'll notice that I am fully defined, constrained on all of these. And here are my mates. I showed you this a little bit in the presentation, but you'll notice that if I come over and I hover over a particular mate, I can see the surfaces or the features that are involved in that mate. If I right-click, I have options of flipping the mate alignment, changing the relationship between parent and child, deleting it. I can also come up here and edit the feature, suppress, which means just turn it off, or replace the mate entities. All useful features. So again, I don't really want to view the planes on this assembly, and I want to save this as Subassembly 3. File, Save As, Subassembly 3, in that same AutomoBlocks folder. So that's Subassembly 3. Thanks for watching.